lunchtime, so it's time for Genshin. Alright, so I misspoke yesterday because my brain saw, oh, there's 12 hours and, you know, what, a day and 4 hours or something like that on the banner. I was like, yeah, I could stick around, just do a little bit longer stream, and do the polls for Farina. My brain didn't register exactly what it said. For whatever reason, I thought the 4 hours meant 4 o'clock. I don't know how I did that. So we'll do the polls for Farina tomorrow. After the banners go, obviously the banners are going to go live, I think, at 6 o'clock EST for us. So we have some time to get a little bit more primos, hence why we're going to do the second part to Zhongli's story. This will also unlock Azhdaha for us so that we can enter co-op with it. Other than that, I believe the weapon we're working on...
is...
No. I don't care about the etiquette. Your clan was dumb. There, I said it. I believe the weapon we're going to be working on today is the Harbinger of the Dawn. Right? Right? Right. Huh, I actually farmed these on my main today, too. For the black sword. But it was that, and I believe Zhangling weapons, too. No, that's tomorrow. Who was it? Who was it? Was it Baiju? It was Baiju. So we will do the Harbinger first, and then the prototype Amber, since it does need more. We might be able to, I believe...
All just for show. Just smile and nod along.
Yes, we know.
I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart. But even I don't take them that seriously.
Okay. We know. So I would only need enough to either make one more of these or get the drop for Kaya. And then I would need 3 for Baiju. So we'll see if we can luck out with either one of those today. And then ultimately it's going to be if we win our 50-50. If we win our 50-50, then I will obviously build up Farina, because she's just going to be a massive help. Otherwise, we will... I believe I'm still going to start with Zhangling. And you're not up yet. Okay, sure. I'm pretty sure I did that fairly early, and I don't have to actually, like, stagger when I do it. I actually opened up that path. How are you? Okay. So, I just want to point out, respawning stuff has been really weird. So, I logged out over here after stream. So, I could log back in and do this. I did do my mining yesterday. Because it was Material Monday, and I want to leave that alone. Make sure one day a week I get some of this stuff so we have enough to level our weapons and what have you. But I also say they're responding weird, not just So yeah, if you go down here, you don't see the ones that were over here. So it might just been that batch, although the white ones are here. No, I take that back. They're right there. Did they just all respawn? Well, while we take a few minutes to wait for the artifacts to respawn, we might as well take a peek. Little extra resources? Okay.
More speed.
These ones did not respawn. So it's only some of them. But yeah, what I found weird, I did my artifact run this morning on my main, and it's the exact same route. And it's like, now it will literally be the exact same route. And I did it right when I logged in. So I was like, okay, yeah, I think it was around 8:30-ish or something like that when I logged in. Did it. The first few were up, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then when I went across the way, they weren't there. So I was like, well, why are you not here? That makes no sense. I didn't, like, get distracted or anything at that point. Just stagger the timer. But, like, all the other bits and bobbles, like, so, you guys know my route. So I come back down from the telepoint and come over here. So it's this box over here. The one with the vegetables in it. Okay, I do see it up, so these should be up now. So I would come back over here. This had respawned. And then I went down further down in the back with the robot. That respawned. The ones by the little robots over there, that respawned. So I have no idea what caused it to not respawn properly. It makes it very hard to be consistent and try to do it at the same time every day. So right now it's 12:06. I'm going to say 12:07 because I didn't see it flip over for actually starting the routes. Will I be able to maintain this time over the weekend? I don't know. I try to. I really do. But yeah, I was watching some testing of Siegeween as the Asian servers already are able to pull for her. And she looks fun. I am kind of contemplating pulling for her a little bit on my main because she actually works fairly well with Alhaitham.
More speed.
And what was described was getting rid of the kooky problem. For me, the kooky problem is that she's not on. She's just literally she pops her heal and then she goes away. Really, you can pop her burst if you have it, but for me, that's the way that I usually play kooky. And the fact that she eats her own HP to heal you, and these are back. I'll take it. It's a little cumbersome sometimes. But apparently, she can work very well in a Alhaitham, like, Hyper Bloom team with Nahida and Fischl. So I was like, that sounds like fun, and it does, and it has my favorite kind of healing. It's a party-wide heal off-field, which is the same as Baiju. So, I don't know, I kind of want to pull for Siegeween, but at the same time, and this is, again, it goes off of not really knowing 100% what's in store for 4.8. Just going off the rumors that it's going to be Nilou, so I would want the Key of Katrazut. The only thing about the Key of Katrazut, which has me contemplating that too, I would primarily use it on Farina.
More speed.
And she still needs the ER from the Fav. So I would definitely need better artifacts that have high ER. So I'm not quite too certain about that.
More speed.
And then Yelan would be the other rumored one, which would be in the second phase. I'm a little laggy. Oh, I think I know why I'm lagging. I was...
Rain outlines your face.
Now, granted, it shouldn't technically take too much bandwidth, but I was exporting some of the VODs. If I saw my mean one.
Time to let me weave you a verb.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Shut up. More speed.
How can you see?
I condemn you. Think you can bully me?
And as you can see, we can still kill it. It just takes a while. If the ones in the back from the last artifact I get are up, I will come back for those later. These just are on the way. But what's funny is her Siegeween, like good weapons that are not her signature. Everyone was saying the recurve bow.
Crush.
Into the wind.
Scratch. Diana special. Flood of frost. Beg for mercy. your fate. Witness its power. Just a moment.
One with nature.
Think you can bully me?
Nuts.
Time to as one with wind and cloud.
Rack and ruin.
Oh my god, game. Really?
You can't answer your dream. Huh. Shake your hands.
Into the wind.
Crush. Yeah. The banquet.
Think you can bully me?
Shudder.
We'll help out.
Boozle.
Look. Well, I found the problem about doing this kind of stuff now.
More speed.
I don't usually mind killing the stuff like that because, you know, it's materials. I could use them at some points. Doesn't really matter if I need them right now. But upping the world level, they're going to take a little bit longer to kill. So what I probably should do, especially if it's like, oh, it gets too late to do the artifact run. So like I would have to do them like, say, 1 o'clock, right? I should actually just come down here and clear the path. So I can still get the materials. And those are back. Huh. So far, a good chunk of that route has been back. Where's my sectors? So yeah. The red letters. Woo! Bum, 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 bum. Looky, looky. Oh, I missed.
More speed.
This little spot open. Which is also good because there is a mining spot, which is how I actually remembered how to do the quest. And I use the word quest very loosely. It's you literally pop in here and Paimon gives you dialogue to do the puzzles. That's it. Camera, thank you. So I'm actually happy that I have this opened up. But there's going to be one difference I will make to the route, as I mentioned,
More speed.
with fighting on the way to things and whatever. That treasure hoarder camp.
Time to scout.
The treasure hoarder camp out in Liyue. I'm going to opt to do that as opposed to the 3 little huts or whatever by the hilly churls. And the reason is because I do want the treasure hoarder stuff. Now, the treasure hoarders, in theory, should be a lot squishier than the Fatui bitches. Now, when I pull for Farina, I am seriously hoping not only do we get Farina, possibly early, but we at least get 1 Gaming and 1 Rosaria. If only just to get the wishes. Since we are actually approaching that soft pity on the standard banner. And right now, standard wishes are going to be a little hard to come by. I hope my controller falling on the floor didn't break it. Oh no, they're level 91.
Crush.
Another time.
Rain cutter.
The wind knows me.
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
treasure hoarder is definitely squishier. These ones are just a little bit more spread out than the other camps, so we should be fine. They're also in leeway, so I don't think they'll be as high. Inazuma. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the play. At this point, we're
More
probably
speed.
still gonna have to push it back by like 10 minutes, if not more. Just because, like I said, the Fatui ones were a little bit of a mess. Ow. I've been doing so good. Hi, Brian. How you doing?
More speed.
Oh no! What'd you do? You didn't like eat anything bad or something, did you? Oh, not. You gonna be okay to do the raid later? You don't know. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Half the time, I don't know what I've done to make my stomach upset, too. No, don't do that. Go to the boat. Oh, this ought to be fun. Speaking of Fatui. 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 Alright, we are gonna have to use Diona here.
Think you can bully me?
One with nature.
Come here. There you
Beg
go.
for mercy.
The wind knows me.
Can't handle your drink.
Shudder.
Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, I don't know what makes it so that it aggroes you.
More speed.
She aggroed me earlier from up above, too. On my main. And I don't get why. Like, I'm not targeting her. She shouldn't be close enough to the edge to aggro. You'll be down for the raid? Okay. Now the question is, are you going to be down to do it 3 times? Because that's how many coins I need. And I haven't looked at them yet, but the preliminary patch notes are available. Of course, I'm pretty sure the information isn't anything new. Like, if you've been keeping up to date with the stuff for Dawn Trail, you should be able to figure out what's there. What's that? New main scenario quests? The only thing I need to look up is where it's going to start, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Old Charlian. And I guess you would need to know where exactly Viper is going to start too, which I believe
More
was Ul'dah? I think Ul'dah was Viper and Gridania was Pictomancer? I could be wrong. Oh, my controller's getting floaty. Once I finish the artifact run, I might have to just re-plug in my controller. Like I said, I dropped it. I might have broken it
More
when it
speed.
fell. But it didn't exactly fall on carpet. It fell on the thing my chair sits on. which is a hard plastic. Why are the kitties not here? Oh, no, I'm sad. I know they added visual indications for the... Oh, really?
More speed. Time to scout.
Just give me my double dies, man. First hour I'm on for Dawn Trail, I will probably be dealing with Glamours. Okay, this is the one I want to skip. Oh, no, not that one. I still want this one. Like, which way they were facing. Inner ringer. Okay, that could be kind of useful.
More speed.
Oh, we reached the max amount of chilies again. Which is A-okay. Okay, we're still gonna go here. I need to check. I don't know if they showed off any of the gear. Oh my god. Of course it didn't place down when I needed it to.
Shudder. Yeah. Rain outlines your fate. One
Good,
with
you're already
nature.
waiting.
Beg for mercy.
Wait, what? Diona didn't kill you?
Picked the wrong test subject.
Well, the good news is that they were much easier than the Fatui. Get down! I feel like I want to start scolding a cat. Nope, nope, you pick that up. I really wish the banners all changed at once and not dictated by region.
More speed.
I want to roll, dang it. Feed the gambling addiction.
More speed.
And sadly, reports are saying for the total numbers of like free primos, free wishes for the second half of 4.7, it's only like 30 something wishes. So as of right now, I have enough to really go into soft pity with the 50-50. So in terms of like free wishes, unless I lose and get her early, like, you know, going after again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull out getting her. I do have things I can do for Primos, don't get me wrong. We have a bunch of story quests we can do. We have the hangouts we can do that I've unlocked. Plus exploration. The unfortunate thing is for Mondstadt and Liyue, not all their chests give Primo Gems. However, I am aware of at least maybe one precious that I haven't gotten in Liyue.
Shudder.
I missed. Missed again. I will eventually hit it.
More speed.
I haven't seen a vegetable on that in a few days. clang, 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 clang. Clang, 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 clang. Now watch. Oh, no, the treasure hoarders are up there. Okay, time to see if you're as good as you think you are. What are you doing?
Into the wind.
No, my sword.
Oh, no hair.
One with nature.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Thank
More
you for
speed.
being squishy. Makes me feel powerful. Alright, so this is showing not here. So in theory, that should be all that there should be, because that's usually what happens on my main. But we'll check with Mr. Boots. Mr. Boots! Mr. Boots? No, you don't have anything for me. You have a good day, Mr. Boots. Building a macro that's more complicated than it has any right by being, not by choice. Handed down from on high.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Well, I believe you. The NPC doesn't. That sucks, man. But you know what? Like, and this includes my former supervisor, because she knew Excel inside and out and stuff like that. You're the best person I know of for macros, so. Alright, do I have... I have plenty. Alright, we're at 1700. That's good. The end. That's good. Where are we at? Alright, we're at 176, so we can do our commissions first. Oh, the new event started. With 5 days on it. Why so short? What are you giving me? Equity. Which I think is Seedween's item. Not for Weena's, Seedween. Alright, so let's go and do our commissions. Our daily commissions. Just so we can get some primos. That we gotta wait for it to tomorrow to use. And yes, I know, I could come back on and do the do a special with the rolls and stuff like that, but there's really no reason to do that. I can just do it when I start stream tomorrow. And unlike before where I would stagger to see, it's going to determine what I do on stream tomorrow, so we're gonna just outright pull for Farina. Oh, that's right. You want me to bring you something leeway related, but I don't have any idea what I've given you. And for those who don't know, as long as you're giving him something from Leeway, like a different item each time, there is an achievement for it. So the question is, what haven't I given you that's native to Leeway? You know what? If I had to guess, the violet grass. Because I was saving them for Baiju. Well, let's see. We'll see if he gives me anything. Goodbye.
May the Lord of Geo protect you and fortune
Okay, we did get one of the things, so I didn't give him a, didn't give him that yet, so that's cool. Although it's really funny, he didn't disappear. Normally he disappears. Lizard. Need to run the whole thing? Well, good luck. Hopefully it works. Oh yeah, Leeway's stuff is actually really...
Into the wind. Crush.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness.
One with nature.
I condemn you.
Yeah, I see you.
Shudder.
Because of course it did.
More speed.
Oh, they're guarding the drops. Isn't that cute?
Eye for an eye.
Oops.
No, my sword.
You think I would learn that I had already done the hold?
Think you can bully me?
Well, we both missed.
Beg for mercy.
One with nature.
Shake and stir.
Oh, look at all those drops. We're gonna need a lot of those drops. No, you can't run from there, Eula. That is all the way over here. Oh, that's the other treasure hoarder one, I think. Yes, it is.
More
Honor
speed.
among thieves.
Shudder.
The wind knows me. Huh?
The hunter becomes
See, that's how that's supposed to go.
another test subject.
Think you can bully me?
No, you know.
Into the wind.
That's fine. I don't care if I'm around the same level they are and they were green. That makes me feel good. And last one. Where's the last one? Oh, this is, I think, the time trial one. Alright, was it going up or down? I think it was going up. Nope, I was wrong.
Crush.
Oh,
More speed.
The wind knows me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna just keep hitting the wrong buttons. Run, Eula! Grab the Starkov! And my reward is mining. I don't know why you do that, Eula. Alright, let's just hit a statue and then we will go hand that stuff in. There we go. Since Eula got hit by a barrel. The power of friendship. Fontaine, because it's right there.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete.
And friendship XP. Woo!
Add Astra.
Normal dailies, check. I will more than likely be running the Blender team, but we'll just flip to my usual beat 'em up team right here. Oh, well, looky, we get a wish. Before we set sail on the train to get some materials. What do we get? What do we get? So I did 9 wishes last time, so I should be at, like... Right? Wrong thing. Use controller for this. So, not at pity for a 4-star. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 62. So, not quite early pity yet, or soft pity. But can I have an early? I would like an early. Game said no. Game said no. Lalo. Alright. We need... Okay. Game. Pick one. I meant to do this, because I know this is the thing I need. Then I went into characters just to hit Kaya and backed out.
Body and mind.
I'm okay, really. Now, I will say, this domain without Hatham is a lot of fun.
You're toast!
Remember, health comes first. Mindless. Oh, so sorry. Freeze. One with nature.
How do we do this?
Race Boba! Get
Clouds high. The birds.
the doctor is seated.
Wind strider. Time to go.
Alright, how that didn't hit me, I don't know. I take that back.
This moment will be frozen. Not a bitter pill to swallow. Cool it. What's the hurt?
Sad. Did it not work? Oh, you bitch. Alright, well, 2 of those, I can make 1 of these. And then I can get the gold. So we run it again!
Eat this!
Into the wind. Taking a turn for the better. Dodge this. Frostbite.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Hey-ya!
One with nature.
The doctor will see you now.
Get that burning damage.
Cool it.
Freeze. Woba. Swirl.
The wind knows me.
Oh my god, bubbles. Freaking bubbles.
Remember, health comes first. Freeze.
Boba, get them!
Into the wind.
Don't even think about it. we got a silver. That's good. Yeah. I'm just double checking. I needed 2, correct? Yes. Alright. Kaya. I know it's a 3-star. But have a level 90 weapon. And I don't know how much lower tier stuff I have. Not many, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, I was actually smart on this one, wasn't I? Or was I not? Level 1. Unless somebody else has it equipped. Oh, no, there it is. So apparently this is probably the best free-to-play weapon for Siege Queen, but Sackbow can also work, so if I should ever decide I want her, I do have something for her. Unlike my main, apparently I don't have a recurve bow. I have the Sackbow, but I don't have the recurve. There you go, Cat. Base attack isn't bad. I thought it was going to be much worse. But there you go. He's got a level 90 Harbinger of the Dawn. His base attack does need a lot of work, though. Well, it's only 400 below Eula, which doesn't say much. We know Eula's artifacts are kind of bad. Alright. So, I know we need some other stuff for Baiju with this over here, so we might have to go farming the Fatui or some Hilly Churls if I don't have the Stardust. But we'll see. I don't remember what this domain is. Is it the same... Is it the same stuff from before? Massive electrocharge. Okay, we'll try this with the Blunder team. Is that, yeah, because I have the 2 elements at once. Keep me alive, Baiju!
Are you here to play with me?
The wind knows me. This smoke will be frozen in time. Cool it. One with nature. Taking a turn for the better. Dodge this.
You're toast! Race you! Over here!
The wind knows me. Don't push your luck. Freeze.
I love that overload.
Dodge this.
Over here!
One with nature.
Wow. Under a minute! Give our boys a hand! And girl. Jiangling's there too. But it was all Quoba. Not really. It was actually her Pyronado. Alright, looks like we're probably gonna have to spend most of our resin in here, if not all of it. In which case, I probably should condense it, but I'm already here. Alright, let's drop Quoba.
Get them here to play
Clouds high. The birds come. The wind knows me. A bit of the swamp. Oh, so sorry. Freeze. Seems like an emergency.
Look at that bouncing!
Dodge this.
amuse myself a little.
Where's Quoba? Baidu.
Freeze. One with nature. Cool it.
Nice and spicy. Over here.
Into the wind.
It's Sakaya. Come on. Okay, just over a minute. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like this domain. Can I just do this domain for everything? Oh, we got purple. We got purple. We need golds, but we got a purple.
There you are. It's fire. Yours.
Don't get frostbite.
Huzzah. Why can I not?
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Mind the side effects.
Oh my god, I take that back. I don't like this place.
One with nature.
Nice and spicy.
Freeze. Taking a turn for the better.
Eat this. Use myself a little.
Into the wind.
Over here.
A bitter pill to swallow. Dodge it. What's the hurry?
I don't know what that was. Like, I'm hitting Kazuha's skill and he was doing nothing. Like, I would have understood if it was his burst because it's draining your energy, but it wasn't doing that for the skill. Another perp, okay. 3 more runs.
Are you here to play with
This moment will be frozen. The wind knows me. Cool it.
the merrier? The Dactyls. You're toast. Look at me.
Into the wind. Freeze. Seems like an emergency. Time to get.
Over here.
Don't get frostbite. A bitter pill to swallow.
Go back. Get them.
Cool it.
Okay, ooh, 48 seconds. Nice. Part of the problem I know is that with those things, everybody just wants to target the flies around them. It's annoying. Okay, we got 2 purple, so I know I can make at least 1 gold. So that puts us at half, because I could already make 1. I don't think I had 1 prior. Look. I did not. I needed all 4, so we need 2 more.
Are you here to play with me?
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Dodge this.
The Dactyls see you now.
Into the wind. Cool it. This moment will be frozen.
Eat this.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first. Freeze.
Again, don't know why it's not letting me chase Sakaya.
One with nature.
1 minute even. Even with me looking at the character screen. So it's not that bad. Hopefully we'll be able to do something. If not, I might hop back in later to see if I have a little resin to try to finish it out. No burst.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Dodge this. emergency. Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy.
One with nature. Freeze. What's the hurry?
Do-do-do-do. And another people. And we're one off too, so we'll see what we can get, and we'll see if we need to actually make some extra trips in here. I believe I also have the transient resin, so I could use it for that because it is the day that's active for the weapon for Baiju, so it might actually be worth doing that. How many can I make? I do not have Alhaitham, so please be kind. Thank you. Now I still have 2 of those left. Awesome. So now he needs the mist. The mist grass? We got the grass wick. Oh man, we need 16 of those. And only 2 of the arrowheads. Alright, let's see if we can craft before we go into Paimon's bargains. Alright, let's make 21. That's half of these. Pop off, Sucrose! You gave me 1, I can't complain. And she gave me another one. Cool. And then we needed the arrowheads. These. Sucrose. Just so we get a little bit more, we're going to make 50. Over here, we're going to take 50. Or 51, you know. There we go, 51. Oh, she gave me 7. Nice. And we'll make 23. That's more than enough for what he needs. Enhance. And ascend. Look at that. Another level 90 weapon. Heck yeah. What's up with your HP at? He's got 40k HP. We love you, Baiju. Okay. Now, here's the big question, Reno. There was nothing else in terms of weapons I needed. Granted, we don't have any resin at the moment, but I did want to see. Because I believe the sack weapons were tomorrow, right? Yeah, and Zhangling was tomorrow. Correct. Correct. And the Iron Sting was tomorrow as well, because it's the same thing as Zhangling's. So, that will probably be what we end up doing tomorrow. I would almost say, even if we don't get... Well, no, if we do get Farina, I do want to fight the boss. So that's the thing. If we get Farina, we will focus on Farina and ascending her, so we will be fighting her boss. And we'll make do with the items we do have for her currently. Where's Jean? So we do have a level 60 Favonius. What did you need? Ah, okay. So Thursday, if we get Farina, Thursday we can actually farm for the Favonius. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And it requires the arrowhead, so good thing I just crafted some. So fab, and then for what we have right now of Golden Troop, that is Viridescent. Game. No. Yes. Thank you. Healing bonus. That's the only one we have for 5-star attack. and crit damage with crit rate. That is okay for a 4-star. You're using an off-set Hydro. Although, in terms of damage, like as long as it rolled into ER or HP, that's not bad for Farina. So I could go on set with that piece. And then we have the ER, which has an HP bonus. Perfect. If this rolls crit rate or HP, or ER, that's fine. And I think this is the only one that had HP in it, and that's why you have it. Yes. So depending on how that rolls, this one might actually be better because it has ER, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because the other, is that the only piece that... Let's actually see what this is gonna roll. I should know better. But yeah, so that needs to roll crit damage. EM would be fine too, but yeah, we'll definitely need to farm more golden troop. And then you have this. Oh, it's because it's HP goblet. Okay. That was why it's not hydro damage, it's HP. Really good HP one too. So that is okay, but if we did definitely need to if we did need to change it out in favor of an offset headpiece or sands, we do have, like I said, we do have ER sands, so it's fine. But if we needed to, we have a hydro bonus, so that's not going to be that bad for her either. So I think for starting out, Farina will be okay. So if we get her, we'll work on her and ascending her. If not, then we will do the weapons, because that's definitely going to be a must. In hindsight, me saying that, I probably should do the weapons anyway, just to help kill the boss. But that's just me. Alright, I think, other than going to the teapot, right? It's so weird not having an ascension quest here anymore. Kinda miss it. Well, I don't know what to do with you right now, 20 resin, so you're just gonna sit there. Let's go to the teapot. And then we'll hear another tale from Geodaddy.
Would you care to sit?
You have to be almost done. I use you constantly. Do we have anything that we can craft? That's a good question. Do you want to grab those? Yes. We probably should just grab these. Hello? I don't know why I did that. Really? Take that, seed shop. Give you money. Alright. Oh, we got one right here. Well, we got one new one. I'll have to go and get the wood for this stuff. And since it's only one, we won't bother wasting the potion on it. No real reason to.
If you ever have it.
I hate how you can, like, access stuff in the teapot, but not really. Actually, I think our crystals might be done, so I'll just go and throw more on. So you want to keep those a-flowing. was 20 out of like the 400 we spent. Why is 6 stacks our cap? I have no idea. If you have the stuff, you should just be able to keep putting it into Wagner. I don't understand why it limits you the way it does. Anyway, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Zhongli. Back to the harbor. Talk to Leeway Cashman. Applesauce, please. Well, my PlayStation's connection does not want to stay put. Good thing I'm not letting this auto. Hang on. It was fine this entire time. Yeah, give me a sec. I will comfortably say we're back. Hopefully. Maybe.
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome, we're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Mine now.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
Steady, Paimon.
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours.
Talking about. Perfect. I was planning to ask you a few questions.
Ha ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him. Paimon bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
What's
Okay,
the hurry?
game. When I told you I wanted to go find where the thing is, why didn't?
But
That's not being honest.
Storyteller wasn't up here, was he? I thought he was on the other side. I'm in the water.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Oh, it's a different storyteller. Okay. I was thinking of the other one.
Zhongli, there you are.
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We have a special task.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Ugh. Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Ugh. Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
What's the hurry?
Well, at least they took me out of the water. Well, I should have known that the PlayStation's connection was wanting to not work because of my controller. So no, the controller's not broken from when it fell, it's just the connection to the PlayStation's just being dumb. But I shall do my best.
Ah!
Uncle Dai, we're back.
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
This is Zhongli, a consultant from the funeral parlor.
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
So that's what you were planning.
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk!
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within.
What makes this one so special? I've been lurking. Just have a lot to do today. That's okay, honey. Happy lurk.
Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description, almost like he saw it with his own two eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
To the chasm. Oh. I guess we could probably just jump from here, right? Ride like a beagle. Is that a chest over there? Am I getting bamboozled? Might be a rock, but I'm gonna go look. I guess the best way for me to find out is the treasure compass. But on the same hand, look, we can get our Via Quest back. Yoink. There he is. Hello, Uncle Di.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
Well, I have a guess. I can hear a abyss mage somewhere.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Over here! What's this?
They're behind me.
Shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Di and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Di's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct.
Maybe they just forgot them?
Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
Do you think someone kidnapped them?
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Di know.
Search for more clues.
What's the hurry?
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Random person.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too.
There was an on-site accident. You think it's been reported before?
Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
You know what? Let's go kill these things. Ulysses might be better for this, but...
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Yori!
The wind knows me. Oh, not my glasses. Freeze.
I missed.
Remember, health comes first. Oh, so sorry.
Boba, get them!
Yeah, that...
A bitter pill to swallow. Cool it.
Cut under the tent. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I mean, hilly trolls are squishy, so. Yeah, let's go talk to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit.
Do you need help?
You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
I'm going to take a quick BRB.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
want to go? I want to go this way. No, you didn't go far.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall?
Never heard of it.
Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhengli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
Give me them books. And Mora. I will take Mora. Happy, happy Mora.
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the miners!
Where?
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever they may lead.
Wait, where? Where do you see tracks? Can you see them in elemental sight? No. That's just weird. Okay, we want to go over there. You know how we get over there faster? We use the Statue of the Seven.
One with nature.
Climbing like a chump. Sorry, Kazuha. You're the bestest. I know I got the treasure box in there. We'll take another peek. We also have to keep in mind that some treasure might have actually respawned, quote unquote, because I did up the world level. Now there's footprints.
Hey! Footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
If we follow
Time to
the
go.
footprints. What will we run into along the way? Don't mind if I do. Alright, you know what?
Time to go.
want to make sure this thing is dead.
Taking a turn for the better.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen. The wind knows me. Cool it!
What's the hurry?
Into the wind.
Not gonna take the chance that I'm in a cutscene up here and it decides to throw missiles at me.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else.
Funny for a man surrounded by ore. Okay, little squirrel thing. I'm not gonna hurt you. Only the boars. Only the boars.
Hello. Have you seen any miners nearby? About this tall? 4 of them?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little grumpy, aren't we?
Sorry, there's not a cloud in the
Whatever.
sky.
Let's go ask someone else.
Actually, that would be really funny. Okay, you win this time. If there was no clouds in the sky, I was gonna laugh. Well, alright, I guess we killed the Fatui.
Freeze! The wind knows me. Cool it!
I
see through you! I miscalculated.
Really? I exploded you. And all their buffs are back. Buffs? Bursts.
Hey there! Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them!
Let's go, Kazuha. Yeah, I see you, you dumb house. Not tempting me.
Time to go.
What's the hurry?
More footprints. There's a person over there!
Where?
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Good job, Paimon. 10 out of 10 detective work.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. It's fine.
Let's Tabaiji, please.
Nice and spicy.
Wind strike. Cool
The doctor will see you.
Dodge this.
Right, Pip, into the fire.
A bitter pill to swallow.
monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a minor?
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child.
Can you be a bit more specific?
I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
It could easily have been a different group.
But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
Or Lapis. Don't mind if I do. No, I have to observe it. I can't mine it. It does nothing. Okay, bye. Couldn't just let me mine it for poor Lapis. No. No, you're not gonna get me. I see the slime up there. Wait a minute. Yeah. No reason to run like a chump.
people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
Looks like he's struggling.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
Conveniently placed camp. Check.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
How do you get so exhausted?
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
Strange. Wasn't he brought here?
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Oh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
Looks expensive. Can I really keep this?
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Shangli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
He's okay on his own, right?
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh,
not an immediate.
However, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
Nope.
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Perhaps he has ulterior motives.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
Maybe.
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Longlegs goes.
Into the wind.
Stingy.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Well, we might as well grab this thing. Why is there foul just randomly in the middle of the water? I'm glad I went over that way. Yeesh. Pretty.
Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too.
There's a Celia up there too.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section.
Sure. Be careful.
All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see something?
Not... not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
Why do I have to climb the tree? You surely we clues in the tree?
If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You can fly!
Oh. You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea?
All the time.
Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Thank you, Zhongli.
Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
I don't want to climb the tree right now. That's why the ceilings are up there. Well...
What's the hurry?
Well, before we go, see what Zhongli wants, let's go, get a chest with the bloaty floaty. Diona.
The hunt begins. So glittery. Who must control urge to pounce?
Hooray! Where's Kazuma? There he is.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. We got our treasure box. Hi, Zhongli. What'd you find?
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
Huh?
Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, we can't hurt them.
Creepy little girl. Oh, you just threw me right into Ajdaha.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Nice and spicy.
Stable. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Freeze! Mind the side effects. The range knows it. Seems like an emergency.
Eat this!
I will have order.
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Oh, right. He's C2. Or C1.
Get frostbite.
Nice and spicy. The doctor will see.
One with nature. Can't freeze.
Gather!
Out the frying pan, into the fire.
Cool it. Freeze.
Order guide you.
That was fitting.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ishtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice.
Ishtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ishtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
Then which one is the real Ashtaha?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ashtaha.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity,
You were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal. The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer? I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories.
Erosion?
Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
Why are you talking like Batman?
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me. This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, but it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me. No! No! remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind. No, no! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect. Morax is not an insect. A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn. You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea. A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this? You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again. No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate! Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune. More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Sealed away.
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdaha. This. I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah. Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Precious. Yum, 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 yum. 5? Cheapskate.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
I mean, we're just right around the corner, Paimon. Oh, look at that.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other 3. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
Seriously, why the Batman voice?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ajdaha, I am no longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
Okay. I almost want to say that's foreshadowing that we will see Ajdaha come back and Liyue has to protect itself. Which I think would be kind of neat to see. But at the same time, we know Zhongli's going to be, like, watching from the shadows. He's not going to let anything happen to Liyue.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped
Or maybe he
and
wouldn't.
then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggle to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, God of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
I don't know what they're doing outside, but if you can hear it, I apologize. Sounds like a saw.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
So, is this the real Kunjun?
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa, that was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
But what about Ajdaha? He was a great friend of yours.
He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ajdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ajdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ajdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot.
Have you also been affected by erosion?
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
Is that why you chose to leave?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Hold on. I want to ask you something.
Oh? About what?
About my sister.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot.
How could you forget?
So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
My sibling.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why?
What Paimon said.
You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand, but I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract and kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
I believe you.
Would you be ready to find out?
Perhaps.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
When do we get part 3 of this? I want part 3 because this dude is keeping secrets. Now I know. He's also terrified of Neuvillette, and I find that hilarious.
This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence... Well, never mind.
Butterfly. Alright, let's head back to... I'll log out in Fontaine, since we will be pulling for Farina tomorrow. Yeah, only 4 hours left. And I was nowhere near Foliar. That was unfortunate. But with that, I am done for the day. Let's convert our primos so I can see an actual count. Not bad at all. 5. Well, that's not good. My controller didn't want to work. Alright, so we were 20 into pity, and this puts us at 58. So we will touch soft pity, which is good. My star glitter is definitely going to go towards the constellation for Kaya. Since we do have a new event out that we can get some promos for that. We can also do some story. I might do more of the Archon quest, so more of Sumeru, either tomorrow or Thursday. And then Friday, we of course have the release of Dawn Trail, and I think what's going to happen is that I will stream Dawn Trail in the morning. Not as necessarily be up when the servers are, but I'm going to coordinate with Brian because he's going to level some Viper. And I actually want to play around with White Mage a little bit. And definitely check out to see how Bard has changed. From what I understand, it didn't change too terribly much. Astro, I am really looking forward to at least hitting a striking dummy, seeing how that got adjusted. And of course, we have our glamours to fix up. So in the morning, it'll be a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. Also, apparently they set up a thing for streamers with, if you're playing through Dawn Trail, had to have drops enabled. Certain amount of times it will grant you codes to get items. I don't remember what the first two are. One of them is a food item. Can't remember what the second one is, but the third one actually is the Chocobar mount, which was originally released as a collaboration with Butterfinger. I want to say it's the chocolate cork burr. So, and that's at the max of watching the streamer. So that was like 6 hours or something like that. So just a heads up on that. If you tune in and stuff like that, you can't tab out and have it open. You have to have the stream on. Just fair warning. But that's cool. And then I will, take my hour-ish break from stream to have some lunch, to wind down a little bit, and then come back and we'll do some Genshin. Because I still want to do Genshin and stuff like that. I'm really hoping, like, I'm excited for Dawn Trail. I just don't want to get burnt out on 14. That's my only real worry, because I've suffered some major burnout. So I think that's going to be the plan going forward, at least for Friday. Then we'll play it by ear. If it turns out that it kind of stumped doing that, if there's login issues, if you do not know what happened with Endwalker's launch, we had the, how do I want to put it? The plethora of WoW refugees coming in when Blizzard decided to be stupid. And it caused major login problems to the point where people were taking 4 to 8 hours to log into the game. It got to a point that when I would get home from work and wanted to play Endwalker, I turned on my PlayStation, and then when it was roughly about an hour before my husband would get home, I would text him first, and I'd be like, "Hey, did you want to play 14 when you got home?" And if he said yeah, I was like, "All right, I'm going to turn on the game." So by the time he would get home, he would be logged into the game, and then, yeah, I'm sorry, I cheesed it to keep us logged in. I would make sure we jumped so we actually had movement. Because, we have to eat dinner, and like hell, we were gonna, sit through those queues again. So hopefully that doesn't happen with Dawn Trail. Hopefully the DDoS attacks don't happen, and we have another Rabon Savage on our hands from Stormblood era. But we'll see. If I catch all of this on stream, that'll be kind of hilarious. But I will see you all tomorrow for the Farina polls. Let's cross our fingers. We actually, win the 50-50. We won our last two. And yeah, if we get her, we'll start gathering stuff for her, perhaps. But I still also think that the weapons are going to be probably the play, because we definitely need to make sure our characters are up to snuff. And possibly I'll level Baiju's artifacts, because like I said, his stuff is not necessarily hard to level. He has all the stats he needs on those pieces. Could they be better? Yes, probably. But out of everyone, I think his are the better suited for what we need. But we're still doing all right. Fights are just taking a wee bit longer. Just a little bit. But soon we'll destroy all of Tevat. And then have everything respawn. But I'll see you all tomorrow. And until then.